My apologies. I didn't realize that my good microphone wasn't plugged in during the recording of this video, and I don't really have time to refilm it. So unfortunately, most of the audio's not that great this video. My apologies. Autumn. A time of year where we get swept up into the chaos of work, school, preparing for holidays, and trying to squeeze out our final aspirations for the year while there's still time. The time when nature itself reflects the fleeting warmth of the year with a dazzling display of reds, oranges, and yellows as the warm afternoons give way to chilly nights. So what better time of year to review a doll that's about spring, am I right? Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got another Bonnie doll to review, but this one's not a blind box one. This one is the Spring Rain version, which is a special version that they came out with. I don't know if they ever just sold it independently or if it was intended just as a reward for their Bonnie Wave 2 Kickstarter, but I was able to find someone selling it on AliExpress and managed to find a surprisingly good deal. It was like almost too good to be true levels, so I was pretty happy about that. Because like most people were wanting like $70, and there was someone who had it for 30. I was like, oh, heck yeah, 30. Anyway, here she is. She is super cute, and she comes in like a little, I believe it's called blister box or blister packaging, instead of the usual blind box. She's got a little character code and some information, ages 15 plus, and the plastic can be removed. It's just taped on, and it's got some artwork of her behind the doll itself. Now you may have noticed that this one actually comes with 2 faceplates and a couple accessories, and she's super cute. Once I removed the tape, the artwork was free, and it was a pretty cute illustration of the character. And then the packaging is pretty simple. Thank goodness. I hate overly complicated doll packaging. Her ears are separate once again, and this time they're magnetic. So Wave 1 had jointed ears, they plugged into the hair, but this one, the ears pop on with little magnets. And like I mentioned, she's got little shoes with paw prints on them, and they're super cute, and they have frogs. So cute. And she's got a little umbrella with a little frog on it. And she has an alternate faceplate, which is pretty fun, so that way you can switch up her expression. And a little jacket and a little dress and a really cute hairstyle, and her jacket's got a little hood on it. The hood is too small to actually fit on the Bonnie heads, but it would probably work on a true 12th scale doll. And like I said, the ears just pop into place with the magnets, so you can kind of position them a little bit. And I love that pink to green fade on her hair. And the raincoat's made out of a really cute material. Well, I don't know if I'd call the material itself cute, but it's made out of a really nice material that looks like a actual raincoat in small scale. Which is a nice touch, because a lot of actual raincoat materials are pretty stiff when you scale them down. She's got little bloomers under her dress. Her feet are the same type of feet that most of the Wave 1 dolls had, like the standard feet. So that way she can wear her little rain boots. And yeah, she's got a cute little dress with a lot of nice little details and touches. Like, a lot of the details are sewn on. And here I'm just comparing her to the Wave 1 feet, because like, for a second I thought they were a little bit different, but they were actually the same. So the main change here is with her head. Her head is more like the Wave 2 styling than the Wave 1 styling. She has different faceplates than were available in Wave 1, and the eye shape has changed since Wave 1. Wave 1 had more sort of almondish eyes, I guess. The Wave 2 eyes are a little rounder. Alright, here's where I decided to open up the head and see what's inside. You can see the way the magnets are set up. It's got a little nook that the magnets fit in, and as typical for a BJD, her body is attached to her head with an S hook to hold the elastic together. And yeah, she just kind of pops back together. I'm not sure which faceplate I like more for her. They're both really cute. Like, they're both such sweet little cute expressions. I'm really digging the new faceplates. I think most of Wave 2 has this kind of faceplate, like one or the other, and I think there's like a third or fourth faceplate. And then there's the Fox, who I believe has her own faceplate as well. I don't actually have any of Wave 2 yet. I guess I really ought to have started with like the Gothic one for Halloween review, but I don't have that one yet. And then here I got curious to see if she would fit other OB11 heads. Like, I'm attempting to fit her to the Centaur's hairpiece from Penny's box, the first Centaur series, but the pieces are shaped just a little bit differently. So Bonnie heads aren't quite compatible with most OB11 hairpieces. I think I also tried a VRoid hairpiece, and it would not fit either. Which is interesting because, like, the Penny's box dolls, I was able to swap their faceplates and hairpieces with Nendoroid, so it was just kind of interesting that the Penny's box dolls are compatible with other OB11 heads and hairpieces, but the Bonnie collection is not as cross-compatible. Now, you could swap the whole head if you wanted to. Yeah, here's where I was trying to look at the different neck pieces. That is a YMY neck piece, which I've had no issues with YMY and other OB11 heads until Bonnie. Okay, and here I attempt to try an Endoroid hairpiece with the Bonnie faceplate, and it just doesn't want to go. It didn't want to go, but you could swap the whole head if you wanted to. You can swap the whole heads, and it's fine, but swapping hair pieces or faceplates and having it mixed brands isn't gonna really work with the Bonnie. And here I attempt to put the Nendoroid faceplate into the Bonnie hair, and it doesn't really want to work. You might be able to do it with some modifications. You probably could do it with some modifications, but I didn't want to permanently modify anything just to try it out. Like, I like the Bonnie faceplates as is, and I like most of the Bonnie hairstyles as is, so I don't really see myself wanting to swap them out too much. Maybe I will in the future if I get a specific idea, at which point I will figure that out. But after the experimentation, I went ahead and put her back together as is. One downside with the ears is they can get knocked off fairly easily. So if you're wanting to transport her, make sure to put the ears somewhere safe so that they don't get lost. Same with the umbrella and whatnot. You can see it falling off. But just as a casual display, the ears are fine. They'll stay in place. But like I said, if you're traveling with them, make sure to put the ears in like a little bag or something to make sure that they don't get lost. Final thoughts? I quite like this little one. I love the pink and green fade in her hair, the sewn on details in her dress, and the loving attention to detail in her face up. I love how she's got this subtle dark patch above her nose that fades away as it reaches her forehead. It helps add to the rabbit-like qualities of her face. Her little bunny nose and mouth are also super adorable, and I'm not sure which of her faceplates is my favorite. She'll definitely brighten up drizzly spring days, and I look forward to trying to get more photos of her in actual spring settings. I'm glad I was able to find a few flowers that were still in bloom for this video, though. Anyway, thank you for watching my video today on the Bonnie Spring Rain edition. If you're curious about some of my other thoughts about this particular Bonnie body type, I do have a couple other Bonnie videos in which I have gone in more detail on this body type. I do hope to get one of the other Bonnies from Wave 2 that's got the other body type. Actually, I'd love to just get all of Wave 2. They are cute, even though the ragdoll feet aren't quite my thing. I still really like the overall aesthetic. So I'm looking forward to trying to get some of those, especially the fox. Oh my god, I want the fox. She's so cute. Anyway, thank you for visiting my channel and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye! Anyway, final thoughts. I really do like this Bonnie doll. She is super cute. I love her color scheme. Where'd my background go? Why'd you betray me?